So this is a Swift Archway Sport Caldecott. I'm going to take you around the van, show you how it operates. The hitch up procedure, jockey wheel and handbrake is all something we'll go through in person here on site. And that will be demonstrated to you while you're here. Front locker, you've got your gas regulator up on the bulkhead and you've got your two gas bottle tie downs inside the van. You've got your water pump connection in the side of the van. Very simple to put in place by pulling up back the blue trigger and pushing into place in the side of the van. You've got your water pump that drops down into the aqua roll, and you've got your aqua roll just here. You've got your battery on the side of the inside locker on the van, and you've got your mains power lead that comes into the side of the van also. The wheel nuts will be torqued before you leave site to 120 Newton meters, and these will be done in front of you so you know they've been tightened correctly. You've got your two grey waste pipes coming into the side of the van, as you can see. And they are there to, basically the fresh water that goes in the front has to come out somewhere, and essentially that is where those pipes come out. So the water you see down the front there is for the water for the sink and showers, sinks and shower, and that's what comes out of these grey pipes just here. You've got your toilet flush, which takes 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid. So you've got your toilet cassette, so your flush tanks in the top here, which takes 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid. Then in the bottom, you've got the toilet locker itself, which you release by pulling the orange handle up. You've got the orange neck here that turns out to allow the waste to be tipped away, and you've got the orange pressure relief button on the back of the cassette. The toilet cassette will take 1 litre of water and a cap full of the blue fluid before use. On the rear of the van, you have your two wind down legs to stabilise the caravan. Have your storage locker on this side of the van also, so you can access the storage underneath the bed at the rear of the van. Your two fridge vents for the hot air to exit the back of the fridge unit. You've got your 230 volt socket to power to the awning. You've got your under seating storage at the front, and you've got your barbecue gas point at the front also. Then also got your wind down leg on this side at the front of the van. Coming inside the van, you've got your mains power, so you've got mains power on. You've got your leisure battery voltage and your vehicle battery voltage on the right hand side. To fill the water system on the caravan, you'll come underneath the seat on the far right hand side of the caravan, and you'll make sure the drain down valve is parallel with the floor. Once that drain down valve is parallel with the floor, you'll be able to fill the water system up on board the van. So if you lift that drain down valve up so it's pointing towards the bottom of the seat, it'll actually drain all of the water out of the inside of the caravan from the onboard water tank itself. So you do need to make sure that it's sealed off in the position it is now to fill the water system up. To fill the water system, you'll open all the taps on the hot side of the water system. So as you can see here, we'll open the tap up. To start with, it will spit and splatter slightly until it gets enough water pressure up to push the water through continuously. So you'll open all the taps up on the hot side, and they will all do that to start with. Once you've got them taps open, you can turn on the water pump just here, and the green light will appear to say the water system is running as it should be. Once the water system's full, as it is now, you'll turn off all the taps. So once it's running like this, for instance, you'll turn off the taps, and that will be the water system full. At that point, you can start warming the water on board the caravan. So this option here that's flashing at the moment is your water heating for the van. You've got off, eco, hot and boost. So once it's set to eco, that is the water heating set. On the left hand side here, you have your internal temperature for the caravan. So your heating, you can spin the dial to select the temperature you want it to be, so all the way up to 30 degrees. As you can see here, it's now set at 20 degrees. This one across here is for the power you've got coming into the caravan. As you can see at the moment, we're on electric 1, which is 1000 watts of electric coming into the caravan. We've also got electric 2, which is 2000 watts of power coming into the caravan. Mix 2, which is gas and 2000 watts of power at the same time. Mix 1, which is 1000 watts of power and gas at the same time. And then you've got gas on its own. To set the power supply that you're using, you'll press the central button, and that will set what the heating and hot water is going to run off. On the right hand side here, you've got your fan option. So you've got eco, high, eco or high on this particular van. If you want to set it to eco, you'd again select the fan speed at eco, and that will turn the blown air heating on so the heat comes out the vents around the caravan once it has warmed up. Down the bottom of the control panel here, you have 3 other different options. You have timer for the heating and hot water. You have the clock for the timer for the heating and hot water system, and you have your advanced options in here, which we advise you read the manual to set. Going over to the fridge next. Now the water system is filled and the water system is on, warming up. We can go to the control panel on the fridge, press the power button so the power comes on the fridge. You can then control the power supply. So at the moment we're ignited on gas and we've got the temperature fully cold. But to change the power source, you'll press and hold the grey button. Use the arrows to select a different power option. So you've got your 12 volt when you're towing. So the fridge works as a cool box. And that's when you're connected to a car. At the moment it won't do that due to the fact we're just running off the 12 volt battery on board the van. Press and hold that again. Come across to the left and select the 240 volt mains. And then on the right hand side, the option for the temperature of the fridge will start flashing. As you can see, to set the temperature, you'll press the grey button and that'll be the temperature for the fridge set and in place, ready to go. Microwave works very much like your household microwave. You've got a quick start here. As you can see, the microwave has come on and works as you'd expect it to. When you are travelling down the road, we do advise you remove the microwave plate from inside of the microwave and make sure everything is turned off inside of the van. Next to the cooker, you have the 3 gas valves for isolating the gas supply to the caravan. So you'd always make sure all 3 of these valves are in the off position when you travel, and to do that you turn the gas control taps around 90 degrees. You also got your draining board in there, and you'd also drain down the water system for when you travel. So again, you'd open all the taps up in the central position this time. You'd turn the water pump off above the door, and you'd open the yellow drain down valve below the seat. The washroom is split into 2 areas, so you've got the washroom in the bathroom area, and as you can see, again, we just need to prime the water system there, which you'd normally do with all the taps open the first time you turn on the pump, but again, the water system is working as it should. In the bathroom on the van, you have the toilet itself with an electric flush on top of the toilet, which is the blue button that you see. Next to that, the little black icon on the left hand side as you're looking at the flush button is actually a full indicator light. So there's a little red light that appears on there to let you know when the toilet waste cassette is full for the caravan. The toilet does turn for your convenience, so it's a bit more comfortable, for instance. However, when you are removing the waste cassette from underneath the van, you need to make sure the toilet is pointing straight across the van to the window on the opposite side. The grey waste flap underneath the toilet itself, the little grey handle that you see there, is a toilet waste flap. So you'd push that over towards the wall on the far side of the caravan to allow the waste to go down into the toilet cassette underneath the van. The toilet cassette will not release from under the van when it is turned. You would need to, like I said, make sure it is pointing across at the far side of the van. We do advise that you don't use any bleach products on the toilets at all, because it could potentially stain the plastics and turn them yellow. The sinks, the gas hob and the gas hob will work off the controls on the front with the igniter, and the same with the grill and the oven itself. So that is the Swift Archway Caldecott. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to call us here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. Thank you for watching the video, and we hope you enjoy the caravan.